Let's cover 3 pretty cool retargeting strategies. The first one is pretty obvious. You can reach out to your website visitors and you can ask them to become your fan. To do that, set up the retargeting list in the following way. If you want to deploy the strategy, then select anyone who visits your website in the website traffic section, then enter the URL of your website and set the audience list size to 3 days. You want to keep a certain degree of recency here, okay? So if you want to deploy this strategy, that's how you have to set up your retargeting list. The second strategy is a little bit more specific. You're reaching to a more specific group of people. So you can say, hey, I just want to reach out to the visitors who made it to a very particular section on my website. That can be your online shop, that can be your blog, or maybe even just a specific article. So you can say, hey, I've got a really top performing article or a piece of content or whatever it may be. There is a certain web page on my website. And I just want to ask visitors who read that particular article or have been to that web page to become my fan. Well, you can do that. If you're getting enough website traffic, then go ahead and deploy the strategy. Otherwise, I would deploy strategy number 1. So if your website is getting more than, let's say 1,000, 2,000 hits every month, then this is probably a really great strategy for you. To set up a retargeting list, well, here's how to do it. Select the option people who visit specific web pages, then select URL equals, and then enter the full URL of the article of the web page. Okay, so really go to your browser, copy paste it, and then just paste the full URL of that article, of that web page, whatever it is, into the second field that you can see. And again, keep a certain degree of recency here. Set the targeting list size to 3 days. I mean, you could go for 10 or 20 days, but I tested many different ad combinations. I've run quite many campaigns and I've seen that I'm getting the best results if I'm keeping the list size very specific and very recent. So I typically go for 3 days, sometimes 5 days, sometimes 10 days, but if possible, really try to keep it as specific as possible. So if you're getting enough traffic, 3 days is just perfect. And the last strategy is pretty great if you selling products and services and if you're in the process of building up a list. So the basic process is that you're sending people to a website, and that website or that web page includes an offer, or it's just a regular squeeze page. You ask your visitors to leave their email address. And if they complete the desired action, they get automatically forwarded to something called a thank you page, where you say, hey, thanks for your opt-in. The free report will get delivered to your inbox. Check it in 5 to 10 minutes. Or thanks for your purchase. Thanks for purchasing a pair of Nike sneakers for $90. The product that you just purchased will get shipped in 1 to 2 weeks. So you acknowledge the previous action, right? So you could say, what you could do is grabbing the URL of the thank you page and just create a retargeting list like that. Okay, so you say people who visit specific web pages, then you enter the URL of your thank you page, select the option URL equals, not URL contains, URL equals, and again, you want to keep the retargeting list as recent as possible, so keep the audience size to 3 days. Now, this is really a great strategy. I mean, you could also create a custom audience, right? You could say, okay, I just really want to, I'll grab the email addresses that I have from my buyers or from my subscribers, upload them to Facebook, I create a custom audience, and then I just reach out to these people. And then I will just, ask them to become my fans. You can do that, but there is also a simpler way. Just target the ones who made it to the thank you page of your offer, of your service, of your product, or of your squeeze page, and then ask your buyers and subscribers to become your fans. So I just wanted to show you a different way. You can go with the regular custom audiences where you upload your email addresses, or you select the retargeting model to build up your fan base. I mean, it's completely up to you. So There are these three main strategies how you can build up a huge fan base on Facebook with retargeting. Pick any of these strategies. The second one is probably my favorite one because it will give you the best results. Same as the third one. With the third one, you're just asking people who already showed some kind of interest because they either gave you money or their email address. The first one isn't bad either, but if you're not getting so much traffic, then don't go with the second one, go with the first one. And if you're building up an email list or you're selling products and services, and if you don't want to use the email addresses of your buyers, of your subscribers to create a custom audience, then just do it this way. Create a retargeting campaign. So pick any of these three strategies that you want to deploy. And in the next video, I'll show you how to use a retargeting list that you create based on the strategy that you select, how to reach out to your website visitors, and how to get them to become your fans.